All right, y'all, so check this out. Starting Monday, January 13th, the League of Dads Talk Radio is going to be back on my YouTube, streaming on YouTube. Dads Traded for Child Support. That link should be above in the bio. In addition to that, streaming on the Blog Talk Radio Network and back on Podbean. Back on Blog Talk, back on Podbean. Back to the streaming, 2-hour show from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Starting January 13th, I'm so excited. Are you going to come check me out? All right. Let me tell you something that I realized. As a 55-year-old man. Now, of course, I didn't realize this at 35 because time hasn't gone on. But I'm going to tell you something that I realized. I realize now as a 55-year-old man that the pattern is always the same. So, out of my 7 cars, three of them are coupes, and one out of those 3 are convertibles. So I have three coupes, one is a convertible. I have 2 motorcycles. I have a BMW K1200 GT, and I also have a Honda Silverwing. It's a maxi class scooter, a 600 scooter, paid $9 grand for it. I used to get laughed at, and then when I told people what it was and they went and Googled it, then it was like, oh. And then, you know, in the beginning, I used to get, well, you should have got a Hayabusa. Well, when I brought it, it was $9 grand and Hayabusas was 11, 12. But I had to tell individuals, when you have an abundance of toys, you have $9,000 just laying around to buy a scooter. I brought this X3 that I am in right now to replace my Nissan Leaf that just stays parked in front of my house. I never thought that I'd have a BMW as an everyday car. I collect them. But I'm going to tell you what I see and what I realize now at 55. All of the guys that got toys, all of the guys that are collectibles, I collect watches, cars, gold coins, silver coins, glasses, watches. All of us guys that have a collection of things that we do, we don't chase pussy. And I noticed that all the guys that are so proud of the fact that they're fucking 5 chicks at a time and got multiple child support cases by multiple women and just fucked up in the game behind child support, I noticed those guys have one car that they keep clean, they keep polished, they make sure all the bitches know it's their car. They don't have that narrative. They don't have that same narrative. Their whole perspective is, I just want to be out here fucking. I want to be fucking. I want to be fucking. I want to be fucking. I just want to be fucking. I got to be out here. The bitches are out here. I got to be fucking. I got to be fucking. I got to be fucking. And the whole narrative with them versus their whole narrative, them versus you know, using other means of pleasure, they don't have it. They don't have it. All their pleasure resides on fucking. Now, I've watched my dad, unfortunately, do that same thing. My dad had millions. My dad used to make $28,000 a week, died broke. Why? Because he had one car and stayed out in the streets. My dad stayed out in the streets. When you stay out in the streets, you're not building. When you stay out in the streets, I don't care if you think I'm pushing weight, whatever. That's not the arena I'm talking about. I'm talking about men. All of us, my man Al from AJ and Computers, Bloomfield, New Jersey, look him up. Al got about 15 cars. That's my man. Jefferson's Cafe, Jim Jefferson, that's my mentor. That's my pop. He has about 50 cars. My man, Calvin Spencer, Google him. The dude hit the lottery more time. Hit the lottery so many millions of times. The dude got about 12 or 13 cars. That's my friend. 7 cars, not running the streets, not having multiple women. All of my other friends are married, been married for 20 and 30 years. I'm the only one that, because I don't do this sass thing, I don't have a wife, but I didn't run the streets, but I have 7 cars. It is amazing. I just came up with that perspective of individuals that know what they want, got a hobby, can stay mentally sound. They create a hobby in their life that they want to watch grow. They create a hobby in their life that they want to say, hey, I was right here 10 years ago. Here I go X amount of years later, and I'm bigger and better at that. That's where we're at. But all the guys, including my brother, my father, and my friends, all of the individuals that ran the streets and said, I'm fucking multiple chicks, the situation is still the same. It's the same. I just realized it today. It's the same. All of them got multiple kids by multiple women, and in their 50s, fucked up behind child support. Child support got them. And me, 55, one and done with these chicks, one and done with child support. Ain't no chick saying I owe them nothing. I noticed that. You can listen to this video and say, man, shit. Well, I got 8 cars and I'm fucking 5 chicks. Bravo. Good for you. Good for you. What I noticed. What I've noticed. And what I'm saying right now, what I've noticed is all of these individuals that played, all these individuals that said, you know what? When it comes to my pleasure, I'm getting my pleasure out of pussy. All these individuals, see, a car is going to give you pleasure. And then guess what? At the end of the day, you put that car up inside of a garage and it's there waiting for you. When I get up 2 mornings out of the week, I grab all my keys, grab all the keys to the motorcycle, open up the garage, start everything up, let everything run for a half an hour, right? Got I got 100-watt solar panels connected to each one of my cars. The 7 Series got 2 solar panels connected to it. I can't use those little 5-watt ones. I need the big 100-watt ones you get at Harbor Freight. I got those. And I keep my cars on the charger. I keep the motorcycles charged up. And no pleasure in women. My pleasure is in my toys that I got. My pleasure is not in pussy. All of my friends I know that their pleasure wasn't in pussy, they got double-digit cars and successful in business. All of my friends I know, they ran the street, multiple child support cases, busting their ass down to pay child support, and one car they keep clean because they always use that one badass car to stay out there and run the streets. You tell me what you think.